Okay, check this out here. Alright, so this here is the stalk of an okra plant. It's from last year. Alright, so whenever you're growing okra, you might be tempted to just take these stalks whenever the season is done and throw them away. I'm going to urge you to not do that. And the reason is, if you look at these fibrous bits that come from the outer husk out around the okra plant, all of this stuff right here, all of this stuff, very fibrous. You can twist rope out of this if you want to, but also you can save it as kindling to start a fire with. This is some of the best fire starting material you could ever hope to find right here. I mean, this stuff is golden and it's all on the outside of the okra plant, all around the outside, right there. Okay, so just to peel this off, you can twist this up and make fiber, you can make rope out of it, or you can bundle it up. And this little ball right here is perfect for starting a fire. We are getting ready to make some short ribs. Beef short ribs. Yeah, we're living high on the hog here. I managed to find some beef short ribs on sale. I got a pack of them for about $5. So we're gonna have some beef today. I'm gonna break up. This is just once again okra stock. The okra stock right here, very flammable material. The thick part here has the consistency of cork. So you could use this to do anything that you would use cork for. Cork up a bottle, perhaps, if you wanted to seal up an old glass bottle and you don't have access to a cork tree because you don't live in the tropics, it's okay. Okra, the stalk here, very, very soft like a cork. You could use that as a float for fishing with. Anything else you could think of, okra is great for that purpose. And of course, it burns really, really well. So we're going to break this up into small pieces, like so, and observe. We're going to take that little bit of ball of material here and we're just going to touch a flame to it. It's going to light up very, very easily. It's going to burn quickly and it's going to burn hot. We're just going to put the okra stalk over the outside of that, just like so. Oh, yeah. There we go. So we got the good fire going. We're going to put our charcoal starting chimney over the top of that. And we wait about 15-20 minutes for the fire to get up underneath and light the charcoal. Okay, so after about 10 to 15 minutes, look at this. We've got a little fire coming up right around the top there, and I don't want to get my fingers too much or I'll burn them. But we've got our charcoal. That's the important part that you need to take away from this. So here we go. We're going to take our charcoal, which has now been lit, and dump it out into the cooker. All right, I'll make sure it's all gone from out of there. We're going to put this over to the side, someplace where it won't catch anything on fire. There we go. Oh, look at that. Going like gangbusters. Not a problem. We're just going to put the lid or the grill back on top. We're going to close the cooker like so and lock it down. And we're going to adjust our flame to right about midway. We're going to do the same thing with the damper over here on the bottom, although I know you can't see it, but trust me, we're adjusting the damper to about halfway. All right, and we're going to let this sit here for a couple of minutes until we hit a temperature of at least 350 degrees. You can read the temperature right there on the side of the cooker. Of course, there's a brand name on the cooker. You don't need to care about that. This is just happens to be one that has the thermometer right here on the side, making it easy to read. And yeah, we didn't spend too much on this. We got this at one of the box stores. Anyway, this thing can go all the way up to high temperatures, over 700 degrees Fahrenheit, which is more than you need. At around 500 or so, that's way more than you need. 400 is plenty for your heavy-duty cooking chores. But we could bake bread in this thing if we wanted to. And of course, hardwood charcoal is the way to go. We did this all without having to use any sort of petroleum distillates or byproducts. to get the charcoal started. That was hardwood, lump charcoal, and just a little bit of okra from the garden to get it started. Isn't that wonderful? And already we're over 200 degrees inside, so just keep your eye. All right, after our thermometer is at 350 degrees, and I went ahead and took the liberty of putting a aluminum foil wrapped sweet potato with a little bit of water in there to steam it into the space here. I'm just going to clear off those and clear off our little oh, see, yeah, so we got, oopsie. We want the water to be trapped inside the aluminum foil and not leak out. So that will steam the baked potato inside that aluminum foil. And Mary is currently looking in the fridge for our short ribs. And just make sure that our grill is scraped clear. Let's break it a little bit here. All right. We have aluminum foil right there. Oh, I had a little hole in it. That's why it was dripping. All right. So that will cook us nice and neat.
You were hiding under the bacon.
Hiding under the bacon.
Or with the bacon. The bacon jumped out when I pulled them out. Okay.
So there we go.
I'm tempted to bring the bacon.
Beef chuck short ribs. This is about 1 pound for $5 for a pound of beef from the local.
Can we roll that bacon?
From the local grocery store. Have a look at those. Those are nicely marbled. So we're gonna we're gonna cook these 350 degrees. There is a short rib wad right there.
Salt, pepper.
And we're just going to cover that up, and we're going to go for about 5 to 10 minutes to get them seared on the one side. And whenever this temperature gauge gets up to about 350 again, we're going to flip them over and then we'll season them. Actually, we've got our temperature climbing up to, whoa, it's up to 400 degrees. That's too much. We need to like lower the amount of airflow going in here just a little bit, open her up. We're at the point now where we can flip this over. Yeah, we got this nice marbled meat cooking. Oh, that is nice. That's $5 worth of beef right there. Today's prices, I'm telling you, beef is expensive, but this is really, really nice meat. We're going to go ahead and season it up. We're going to use our very own special proprietary blend of black pepper, a little bit of garlic. Ooh, yeah, it smells good. And some seasoning salt. That's all it really needs. And if you have that kind of seasoning on your steak, any kind of beef you're cooking, you don't need steak sauce, people. Really, you don't. You don't need steak sauce. We're going to cover this up and let it finish cooking. It'll be about another 5 or 10 minutes. Let's cover that up, clank it down. There we go. We're at 300 degrees. We're going to hope to hit around 350 and hold that for about 5 minutes. All right, so here we go. We've maintained 350 degrees for a few minutes, at least 5 minutes. Hey, look at that. That looks like a nice rack of short ribs there. These are boneless short ribs, of course. Nice and tender and well cooked. Oh, doesn't that look good? We're going to go ahead and move this over here to our plate. And then we've got our baked potato here that we've been steaming inside this aluminum foil jacket. We're just going to go ahead and open her up without steaming our fingers too much. There we go. And we're just going to open up a slit in the top of our potato. Ooh. So we've got a couple of pats of butter. We're just going to insert that in there and insert another pat of butter right in there, and there we go. Oh, the butter's trying to pop out. There we go. Ooh, we're gonna fold that aluminum foil over. There we go. We've been steaming. We're just gonna put this one. There we go. Have a look at that. Medium well. A little bit of pink in the middle. That's perfect. But our potato needs a little bit more work. So we're just going to go ahead and open that up. Seal this up. We're going to go ahead and get up to 400 degrees and finish baking that potato. That'll be a couple of minutes. We're going to let this rest. See all that juice? We're going to let that reabsorb back into the meat there. Alright, so put this on. Okie dokie. So we've got a little bit of butter on. Oh, wow, we've opened it up. We hit, what was this? Close to 500 degrees. Alright, let's close that off. We're going to go ahead and shut this down. 500 degrees. In here, we've been cooking this baked potato. We've been cooking this baked potato. We put a lot of butter in there, and I probably ought to put the glove on before I handle this thing. It's a little bit on the hot side. Alright, here we go. So we got a baked potato. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh. Baked sweet potato. Tender. Oh, look at that. Oh. That is beautiful right there. Alright, so we're going to take that and we're going to put it right alongside. And put that right alongside our short ribs right there. So we have a hot baked sweet potato with butter, short ribs. That looks good. Let's go ahead and close this off. We're going to make sure the top. Alright, so make sure the top is closed off, and we're going to close off the bottom too. And the coals that are in here are just going to go ahead and die off. Anything that's left over, we go ahead and use that to start our next batch of cooking outdoors on our Acorn Grill. Woohoo! Hardwood charcoal, the only way to cook outside, folks. And it's time to enjoy a baked sweet potato and some short ribs. Yum, yum, yum.